All right. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Everybody ready to sell something? Yeah. Oh. Okay, ask again. Is everybody ready to sell something? Yes. So now we're going to play a game. Is anybody still outside? Those who are still outside, please come in now because we need to get the game going, right? So, very quickly, you see, arrange yourself to be like this. So I see there is something that is very, very unbalanced here. Okay, so try to move forward, get yourself to arrange in the rows of fives because in order for the game to work, we really need to get them in rows of five. Right, so facilitators, can you help me to push them? Yeah, thank you. Up. So come on forward, those are at the back, right? Just come on forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. This one? Okay, you got to hook it. So we can still hear the bell ringing. So how do you all learn anything today? Is that good? The takeaway? Yeah, most important must be good lah, right? Because why? We are spending time away from our family, right? So that's why this is something that we wish to give you all 100, 1,000% to make sure that you go home. You can tell your wife lah, tell your husband, I learned something alright? At least not from me from Eugene also can right? Okay, just give them another 1 minute to settle down. Okay, I see people coming in already. Thank you very much. So once again, very, very good evening. We are back to our very final event actually, right? Is to actually learn how to sell, learn how to buy, right? That's why you are here for wait until now, right? So my name is Peter. So I will need you all to really get into your groups of five. We will still play a game first, all right? So those that are not in your groups of five, can I just help to get you all to arrange yourself in the group of five? The back, can you all come forward as well? This gentleman, sir, can you come forward also? Let's join them. There's two more?
Yeah, I think they're out.
Okay. Oh, okay, coming back already. Coming back already, Okay, very easy. Let's start, right? So, you can see we are going to divide ourselves into sellers, buyers, and observers, right? Okay, so those that are right in the center are who? Observer. Okay, observer on this side, please raise your hand. Who's the observer? Okay, again. So, observer on this side, please raise your hand. You are observer. You are observer. Observers. All right. So all are very clear. Where are the observers? Again, observer. And observer. Okay, good. So next to the observer is who? The seller, right? So of course, if you are in a group of five, which is the best, then everybody is a seller, right? So if you're not in a group of five, like this group here only got three, then you are the seller, right? And this group, you are the right, and this gentleman here will be the seller, right? So can I see the sellers raise your hand? So who are the sellers? Who are the sellers? Who are the sellers? Okay, who are the sellers? Or you want to be buyer? It's fine. All right. So that those to have two sellers in the group, right? Okay, say hi to your buddy. Say hi. Turn to your buddy. Say hi. Okay. So you are going to work in teams. All right. Okay. So once again, who are the sellers? Who are the sellers? Who are the sellers? Got it? Okay. Sir, you want to come and... Yeah. You're very lonely leh.
No, not lonely.
I can give you my number later. No lah. Join the team. Yeah. So because of the gentleman now, we do quickly again now. So who are the sellers again? Who are the sellers? Seller. Okay, gentlemen, seller, so you're going to be buyer lah. Alright. So okay, seller, observer, seller. Who are the buyers? Buyers, raise your hand. Buyers. Okay, buyers, raise your hand. So very quickly, right? I'm just going to give you all your identification. Right? So what color is the observer? Black color. So observer, I'm going to split into two lah. Right? Okay, and I'm going to tell you what the observer is going to do. So buyer observer and seller observer. So this row are going to be the seller observer. So who are my seller observer? Who are my seller observer? Okay, this group are going to be my buyer observer. So who are the buyer observer? Buyer observer? Buyer observer? Okay, 3 So just give me a minute. So the rest will be the seller and the buyer, right? Okay. Okay. Here you go. Okay, so who are the seller again? Seller? Seller, okay, good. Seller, and the buyer? Buyer, so let's pass them down, hand them down, the buyer. So you identify yourself with the colors, because why? Later on, this is going to be a marketplace. So when there's a marketplace, very, very messy. So you need to identify yourself with the colors.
Just take one sticker.
Game. Yes, please take one sticker, put it on, and just pass it down.
Yeah, music.
Yeah. So just take just take one sticker, pass it down. All have already? All have already? Alright, so where's the sticker? So once again, my observers are here. Seller observer? Okay, buyer observer. Do you all have sticker? All have sellers? All have? What color is the seller? Yellow, yeah. Sellers? All have sellers? Okay, buyers? Buyers all have buyers? This side, buyers all have? I love this gentleman. You cannot miss him. Hey, stand up and share with everybody what you do. So what he did was he put the sticker on his head. Nobody can miss him. Alright, so are you all ready to go to the next stage? Okay, give me some time to click to the next stage. So I need you all to organize yourself. I see people coming in, right? Okay, so we have the lady. Do you have a row? Are you a seller, buyer? You are a seller, you have a row. All right. Cool. So those who just came in, all right. Those who just came in, right? Your row is a seller. So who don't have a sticker? Who don't have a row? You have a row? Who don't have a row? All have a row, Okay, good. So let's do it. Yeah, so you can see how we arrange ourselves. Okay, so the seller and the seller observer, who are those? Seller where? Seller, seller observer. Okay, seller observer, come to me, stage front. Okay, I'll give you some instruction. Wait. Okay, seller observer, who? Okay, go where? Come to me. All right. Okay, good. Okay, buyers. Where are the buyers? Buyers here. Buyers. Buyers over there. Where do you all go? Go behind lah. Right. Okay. Buyer observer. Follow lah. Go behind lah. Right. So can we do that? All right. All clear? Okay. Let's go. So are you all in your groups? Yeah. All in your groups already? What are you? What role are you? You are a seller, right? Okay, you have a buddy? You have a buddy? You have a buddy? Okay, stick with your buddy. Alright. Okay guys, very quickly, then we're going to continue the instructions here. Alright, can I get Can I get all the sellers, right? All the sellers? Sellers. Can you do me a favor? Can you look behind? Okay. So behind all the buyers, right? Alright. So make sure all the sellers don't look at the screen because I'm going to give them some special instruction. Alright. So those in front of me, don't look at the screen. Look behind, please. Alright, so we play honesty one, okay. Observer also, observer also, Okay, yeah. So all good, all good. Okay, who is looking at the screen? Say I. Good. So buyer, are you ready? Okay, so this is your instruction, Buyers, right? This is your instruction. Okay? Right, so keep it to yourself, don't tell anybody. If you just tell anybody, then the game won't be fun anymore. So buyer, observer, these are your instructions. Don't worry, it seems like a lot of things, the buyer, observer. Later I will keep the instruction on the screen so that you know what to do next. All good? Okay, so I'm going to move on in another 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Right, okay, seller, you can turn around. Okay, buyer, can you turn back now? So I'm going to give some instructions to the seller. Okay, seller, all good? Alright. Nobody looking at buyer, nobody looking at. Okay. Anybody looking, say I. Oh, everybody looking at. Then how? Okay I trust you all alright? If not, then it's your benefit. Seller, this is your instruction, and seller, the observer, these are your instruction. Okay, keep it in your heart, you know already, right? Okay. Alright, good. So, okay, all can turn in front, no problem. Yeah, so this is what you're supposed to do, right? Okay? Alright, repeat that. This is what you're supposed to do. The sellers are supposed to make the most money, right? Again, sellers supposed to make the most money, yeah. So, buyer supposed to? Buyer. What's supposed to do? Get the most candy. Okay? Simple, right? Instruction very simple, right? Yeah. So there's just one rule. Whatever I gave you just now, that instruction is specifically for you. Right? So if you want to enjoy the game, keep the piece of instruction to yourself. Got it? Alright, so observers, both of them are observing the same thing, right? Just let me repeat what is it. So the one thing that helps. So if you're a buyer observer, you figure out what is the one thing that helps with the buying. Alright? If you're a seller observer, one thing that helps with the selling. Right? So I'll just continue to go through the three things. The one thing that helps, the one thing that hinders. Okay, what is the one thing that trips you up? Okay, and the third thing is the one thing that you feel as an observer is from your point of view, one thing that you think will improve the situation. Got it? Alright, so the observers are in your own buyer-seller group, right? Okay, so recognize them, alright, so that you can later, when I say start, you go ahead, you have 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, to get what? Seller must make the most money and the buyer must get the most candy. Are you ready? No lah, not ready lah. I haven't give you the candy yet lah. Haven't give you how to ready. Okay, good. So every one of the seller, right? Okay, the seller in your group, you will have one set of candy. Roger? Okay, can I get them to come to me? Music. There you go. There you go.
So one is one. One is one.
One set, yeah.
One set or one.
This one? One set? Yeah, one set.
Thank you.
Whole box.
Do we sell in? We sell in a group of two, is it?
Yeah, sell in a group of two.
One set $5 or one set $5.
One.
One.
Yeah, read the instruction. Okay. There you go. There you go. There you go. Wow. Okay, here you go. There you go. And does anybody don't have a set? Okay, you're supposed to work together in a group. Everybody don't have a set?
My group I got one seller, so I just
You just take that. Never mind. Who don't have a set?
I don't have a second person to sell with yet.
Then you one person.
Can I know what's hinders?
Your observer, ma.
Hinders mean what?
Prevent the selling from happening. Yeah. Okay, all have? Yeah. Okay, can I get the buyers to come to me? Alright, so at the same time, right, all the sellers, right, are supposed to say hi lah to your friends if you're in a group. Okay, quick. Can I get the buyers to come to me very quickly? Come to the front. We'll just switch over lah. Buyer. Buyer? Buyer? Okay. So very quickly in a group, so very quickly I'm gonna hand the buyers all the stuff. This is in your group. Are you in one person? In a group, right? So this is you. Okay, so what happens is when you, okay, never mind, I hand out first. I give you a pen. Okay, buyer group. You are one person.
Yes.
One person. One person. Here you go.
Thank you.
All right. There you go. There you go. All right. One group gets one. Just make sure that one group gets one. Yeah. There's one group. Anybody? One group? Anybody else? One per group. Anybody else? Anybody else? One per group. Either one person or two person. Anybody else? Yeah. There you go. All right, buyers. Okay, I'm going to give you an instruction. So buyers, first of all y'all have a pad and a marker. Yeah, every group, do you have a pad and a marker? Have already, yeah? Okay, pad. Good. All right. So buyers, do you all have the pad and a marker, all of you? Okay. So I'm just going to quickly just give you the instruction. Every time you buy something, right? Okay, put the amount of money that you buy for on the pad and give it to them. They will collect it. Yeah. So let's say you wanted to buy something for $50. So you put 50, give it to them.
We need to track our money.
Exactly. So you also put a minus 50, okay, and you keep that. Got it?
They will give me.
At the end of the day, you have a lot of minus. So add up must be minus 200, minus something lah. Right? Keep the amount to yourself, right? So that makes the game fun.
So we need to finish it.
Up to you, right? Your goal.
Must we indicate our name so that they know where this money come from?
Honor system lah, right?
Oh, no need. So
Yeah.
just put minus. How
Yeah,
much we need.
correct. Okay.
Write the amount. What's the instruction?
The instruction is if you want to buy something, you put the amount that you buy for. Let's say $20 to buy whatever lah, right? You put 20, give it to the seller, so that they keep that.
Okay.
All right.
And we write on our paper on how much left we have.
Correct. All right.
Keep note of yourself.
Okay, I'll say again. I'll say again. So in order for you to make the transaction, you write the number, the amount of money that you are going to buy for. Let's say you're going to spend $10 to buy something. $10 on the pad, give it to the seller. Got it? Yeah.
Me a debit minus the bank.
The paper only have the notepad, the post-it only you all have. Yeah. So you all just they don't have. So you all just manage it yourself. Yeah.
Also have to manage. They don't
Got it? So in order to manage this, right, okay, can I suggest you just put minus, let's say you give them $10, okay, you write minus $10 in your own post-it. Yeah, so you keep the minus 10.
So are we
Yeah.
supposed to go around all seller and buy everything up?
Up to you,
So
right?
go around and see who want to
Up
sell
to
me whatever money.
Right. Okay, first, wait. Buyers, any more questions, buyers?
Yeah, no rules, right? We can talk with each other. We can also collaborate.
There's only two rules, right? There's a thing that you keep to yourself. I keep on saying the two instructions you keep to yourself, okay, and then go. Right, and then there's two objective only, okay, which I flashed out already. Seller must make the most money, buyer must buy the most candy. All right, so we are almost ready to start the game. So ready? Sellers, have you thought about your strategies already? Sellers, ready? Okay, then let's go. 10 minutes. Once again, I'm just going to remind you that there's two things that you need to achieve. The seller needs to make the most money. The seller needs to make the most money. Alright, the second thing that the buyer needs to do is buyers needs to get the most candy. Alright, so these are the two objectives that you're supposed to do. Observer, just observe. Yes, the seller observer and buyer observe, just observe. Oh, seller cannot find buyer. Two seller cannot find buyer. Remember what you learned over the 2 days. Remember to reframe whatever is your old thinking and figure out a new way. You work in teams. You have done many things. So all the sellers, I give you a hint, sellers. Sellers, not all the seller group all get the same thing. So some seller group get something more special. Some seller group got something less special. So how does it work? What the energy in front is very high. I see all the buyers and sellers doing all the barter trade here, man. Oh, you end up with nothing.
No, we have something already.
Let's con somebody or sample already.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I overheard, may not be true. Somebody managed to get a free sample. A buyer managed to get a free sample. So we found a new set of buyers, found a new set of sellers. So the observers, you have a very important role because they are busy negotiating, selling, buying. So sometimes you can't see what you are doing when you are in the situation. So your role is especially important. So let's make this a very big learning experience at the end of the game.
I'll take everything off both of you. $160.
How come still got all the candy here?
If you walk away, the price will go up.
What? How come still got all the... Oh, still working hard. Okay. 加油加油.
The price fluctuation very high.
So what happened? How come got no more candy already? How come got no more candy already?
No, I sold that.
Oh, okay.
So after that,
Well done.
I'm trying to sell this right now.
Well done. Okay, somebody wants to sell the box. Okay, the box is not part of the game. Guys, I want to give you all the time in the world, but you have 3 minutes more. You have 3 minutes more.
I sold already.
Oh, congratulations! Somebody have sold already. Okay, keep it. Yeah, keep it. This is your profit or your money Keep. Okay, just a tip. If you sold everything, make sure that piece of yellow paper is currency, money. Please keep it safe in your pocket, under lock, under key. Need to run off, right? Chill already. As a gentle reminder, we have 2 minutes more. We have just 2 minutes more. I see very firm handshakes over there. Seems like we're doing a very good trade. Okay, you got to. Is there another mic, bro? Battery dead already.
Yeah.
Guys, last 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds, guys. Last 30 seconds, guys. Quickly, conclude your deal. Last 30 seconds, guys. Quickly. You're almost there on the home run. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much. Give yourself an applause. You've done so well. Alright, I need you all to sit down. Yeah, let's get back to your places.
Hey, Yun Chai.
Alright, you all did so well. I see you all haggling so hard. So how do you enjoy the thing?
Yeah, pretty fun.
Tiring, right? No, I see some people very fast finish already. Wow, very good salesperson. So I need you guys to just settle down, get a sip of water. You guys did awesome, by the way, right? So how do you enjoy it? Good? Right? So of course we do something, we do a reason lah. So we must ask ourselves lah, right? Why we do this? All good? Right. So can I have all the observers again? Observers, Observers at the side. Okay, so now your row got one more row. Okay, observers at the side, right? Can you all help me do this? In your row, the seller and the buyer, right? You'll get two numbers. One number is the seller will report to the observer how much the seller actually made. Back. back to the thing, this one, Okay, report to me how much the seller make. Okay, number one thing. The second number would be within your row, the observer, doesn't matter, right? There's a clarification, right? Here is minus the cost, right? It doesn't matter, all right? My message is actually how much money you make. So easy, just add the yellow pieces of paper, how much you add them together, you get the number, first number. All right, second number will be the buyers. Just tell the observer how many candies did you manage to buy. Okay? Can we have like 1 minute? Now, get the numbers first. So all the observers all have the numbers ready? Have. Okay, I give the instruction one more time. The observer just help me get two numbers. One number will be how much money did the seller make. The buyer, just tell your observer on your line how many candies did you buy. Okay, have, right? All right, so let's do this. Okay, how? I saw some numbers already, right? So, who? Observer ready? Observer? Oh, still this. Still. Okay, so all okay. So okay, observers. Because I do this, make it easier, right? So observers. Who has the amount of money, the revenue, who got $100 or more? Who got $150 or more? More than $150. Okay, 袁太有没有多一支麦
No, that is the gun. We use a gun.
So how much your management?
The team that I observed managed to sell their box of candy for $160.
$160. Anybody more than $160? Wow, give them a big round of applause. How about the buyers? $160, so that's the record. How about the buyers? Observers? The number of candy? Who got 20 candies? 20 candies. Who got 30 candies? How many?
26.
26. More than 20 candy? 20.
More than 20. More than 20.
It's 25.
That's 25, 26. Yeah, the one?
This one 20.
20. You got 20. So how many candy do you get? Okay lah, you are the outright winner already. No need to count. So I think he at least have 26, 27 or even 28 candies. Right, so give a big round of applause. Everyone has done really well. Okay, so the thing is, right, you got to figure out, like, why are you even doing this, right? You got to figure out, right, you do this, why are you even do this? Did you realize, right, some of you have, okay, the ones that actually managed to sell the most money, $160. Okay, so the candy that you all have is a mix. It's a mix, right? All right. So did you realize which group has the one that has all the gold coin? Which group? All the gold coin. Right? Do you think it's easier or tougher to sell when you have only all the gold coins? Right? It's easy for you, right? Yeah. The answer is actually deep in your heart. Right? Okay. Later I'll explain a little bit more. Okay. So you don't have the same thing to begin with. Okay, so the thing that you need to realize is, ask your question is, how come some people can sell more, or how come some people sell less, right? That's one thing. There was somebody who actually wanted to sell the box. Did anybody wanted to sell the box?
So actually the team that won, they actually sweetened the deal fine.
Okay, sharing here.
So the team that actually won, they actually tried to, they sweetened the deal. So first, the sellers actually 自己掏腰包, they actually added a few pieces so that they say, wow, this one is I personally give you what I earn no commission at that type of selling. But then in the end, they also sweetened and say, if you take the whole thing, I sell the box is free. So they even sell the box. So I think that made it a deal for the person because if I get the whole thing, plus I don't have to go and look at so many places, I think that was what helped the deal to go through.
All right, thank you. So now I want to ask the team we've got the most candy. How do you all manage to buy so many candy?
Okay, first thing. Hello everyone, I'm Henry. I think the first thing you realize that there's just too many candy, and with choice there's always confusion. But since the name of the game was the most number of candy, it doesn't matter if it's a gold coin, it's a chocolate, it's a candy. So what you do, you tell them, shut the bullshit, tell me how much you're selling per piece. Then after that, we simplify the process and say, I'm going to take this thing from you and cut the price for everything. And then tell them, you don't have to worry, and go back and have nothing. In fact, we had one gentleman here was so nice, we told him that because we don't know which chocolate or which candy is good, can you give us a free sample? He gave us a free sample, we walked away. So we got one free candy. Oh, just one more, sorry, one more. So idea is simplify and make it fast. Because when deals are done fast, it's always in the favor of the person who makes the deal fast. The one who drags it is different.
All right, give a big round of applause. So now observer, right? There are three things that the observer that I asked you all to think about, right? There are always, when you buy something, there's always something that helps you. Or when you do a buyer or seller, there's something that helps you. There's also something that will also hinder you, that maybe prevents the deal from going through. There's probably something that you think can improve so much better. You know, if I can just open my mind and say, please do this, they're probably going to do much better than that. Right? So, observer has been observing for so long. So, which observer would like to volunteer to come out and I see Jasmine? You are ready? A big round of applause for Jasmine.
During the time I was observing on the team, most of the time I saw the seller and the buyer dealing about the price. The seller even did not ask any questions. Like they don't have the time to make the relationship, to ask the questions, to find out whether to let the customer know this candy, this product can help to solve what problem for the customer. Yeah, so they also don't know what's the customer issue. So most of the time I observe is only about dealing the price. So the buyer usually try to walk around to give the cheapest price to get the most candy. As many as possible.
So I want to ask you, so what happens when they go cheap? Did they make it easier or make it more difficult for the deal to go through? You are as an observer.
If they go cheap, they're very hard to get the candy because other pay more higher price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it means cheap is not something that's good, lah.
Cheap is something is good also. Cheap is if the buyer can get a cheap price, of course good for them. But for my opinion is when we sell something, it doesn't every time we want to buy the cheap things. It's about the value of the product we want to buy and what the product, what the benefit the product can solve the problem for the customer.
All right. Thank you very much. Big round of applause for Jasmine. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, I think through these many days, right, I read some of the feedback that you guys gave me after day one, right? So I just went in and get AI to make me a speech bubble, a word bubble, a word cloud. The number one that came out to me is reframe, right? So when we do this activity, could it be something that you have done well? So we applaud all the people who done well. But if you didn't do so well, could it be something that you could maybe change or reframe in a way that you could do better next time? Right? This is a game, but a game always mimics real life. So how you do anything is how you do everything, isn't it? So maybe we just take very quick, because really I want you to go home to your family. It's been a long day. We just take a minute, right? Let's reflect a bit, okay? And you still have your workbook, right? I think, right? Just reflect a bit and think about if you would have reframed that the way that you want to try to play this game. Maybe you sell a different way, you buy a different way. Would it have led to a different outcome? It's just the same as what you want to do with your life, your goals, your aspirations. It's all about starting from the first step, which is reframing, right? So I'd like you all just take 1 minute, okay? You don't have to tell your partner if you don't feel comfortable about it. Put it right down, because when you write it down, you internalize yourself. Okay, find the reflection page, just write down what is just one thing that you think that if you change it, your outcome is going to be so much better. Right? So we have 1 minute. Thinking music, please. Now feel free to share, with your partner if you feel comfortable about sharing that. And if you feel that you just want to take this time as a reflection, do that also, because it's a special time for you to do that.
But then the person says, so what if I do what do you think? Instead of what can I do for the whole lot price, I mean, like remember the time with 10 pieces, like 10 total 10 pieces, I was thinking of 10 pieces, selling my also, that was the cost of the sweets. Cost of the sweet.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for putting your inputs down and sharing with your partner if you did. So, all right, so very good. I think all of you are really dying and eager to learn, right, the invisible art of the silent close, right? How to sell without selling. Now, we've read through a couple of, I call them the old way. So one of the things that we've listed down, I think, so I think one of the things we listed down, okay, I could have a lot more, right? But I think one of the things that really jumps out was actually price, right? So when you talk about selling or buying, right, usually people just want to look at price. So one thing definitely that comes to buying and selling is the price. Okay. The other thing, right, may not immediately jump out is position. So let me just explain a bit. Maybe a bit of you feel like, what is position? Just tell me whether this sounds very familiar to you. Okay? When you want to build a business, some of you may think that if I rent a space, I put in let's say you want to open a coffee shop, I put in some coffee shop machines, I hire people, and the business will work. Right? So in other words, when you build it, when you position yourself as a business owner, straight away the business will come. Or when you position yourself as an entrepreneur, all the business will come. So in real life, is it like that? In real life, is it like that? But are there so many instances that you see people think like that? Right? It's not wrong, but it's probably the old way. Okay? And then the next one will be prospect. So if you are not familiar, who's not familiar with what's prospect? Prospecting just means your customer lah. The person who actually enjoys your service, buys your service, pays you money for your service. Okay, so there are some ways to look at it. The traditional way, or the old way I like to call it, is you get a lot of prospect. Some of them will buy, some of them will buy. Okay, doesn't matter. You just work on 1,000, you will hit 1. Now, let me ask you, is that something that you will enjoy doing? Right, don't have to answer. Right, you think about it. This is something that you really enjoy doing? Right? So I want to reframe your mind today to look at a little bit something different. Now before that, maybe just, you all know that I'm a property agent, right? So if you look at any property listing, right, the first thing that jumps out to you is price. How much? That's why we let you play the game. Right, so long time ago when I was just starting out, I was like you. Right, so when I sell something, I just look at the price. So I had this very funny thing. I had this listing, and there was a competitor. It was a long time ago. And true enough, the competitor, another agent, started to list the price of the property slightly cheaper. $5,000 cheaper, slightly lah, right? Then I said, cannot. Because after he do that, right, then I don't get any calls anymore. Good or bad? Bad, right? Don't get calls. Then what I do? What do you think I do?
Lower the price.
I lower the price. I make cheaper. Yeah. Then what do you think happened?
He also lower the price.
Yeah, he also lowered the price. So, is this good or bad? Why is it bad? Good for buyer ma. Good for buyer ma. So not exactly bad lah. But is it good for you? Is it good for you? So I tell you, because of that, right? All of us lower our price and then tit for tat. 10,000 here, 10,000 there. Until who got angry? Who got angry? The seller got angry there. Then if you are the seller, he get angry, what do you think you do? He never lah. He hire another person. He hire another agent. And then you guess what happened to the other agent? Did he list cheaper than us? No. What did he list? What do you think he list? He actually priced the property higher than what the seller wanted. And then you guess what happened in the end? The property sold at a higher price. So this other agent I also know lah. So I also talked to them. Say, what happened? Why are you able to do that? He said, for me, I think what you all do is wrong. Why? Because when you compete on price, it's a race to the bottom. You will never be able to get this up, which is value. So what she did was, she increased the value proposition of the home. there are many, many ways to do increasing the value proposition. The most easiest way that you see a lot of, let's say in my industry, a lot of my industry people will just stage the home, make it nicer, prettier, with the perception of getting it more valuable. Other people might position it differently and thinking that you are actually buying an investment, a legacy that brings some value to you also. So why am I telling you all this? Some of you all don't have the same kind of candy, correct? But some of you sell candy better than others, right? So you all have different ways to position yourself. So my question to you is, are you creating value out of the product that you're trying to sell? Okay? Why? Because price is what you pay, but value is what you get. Right? So people buy value. People look at price, they buy value. Okay? Now, the other time when I was still very young, I was looking at carving out my career as a property agent. And when we do that, we have this kind of award thing, right? So what happened was I had a senior, right? He was very successful. So you know how successful agents work, right? They will drive a Ferrari. They will have lots of very successful videos of themselves, right? So when I begin to also collect some prizes, awards, right? I figure that sometimes he's not in attendance work. So I begin to ask myself why. I thought he's doing all the right things, right? He had a good setup, he had a nice website, he has all the videos, he positioned himself as a successful person, but he was not always performing well. So I asked my friend, hey, what happened? Because my friend, right, was very quiet. She was not like those very outlandish person who want to position themselves to be out there. Okay, I am successful and all that. But she seems to be more frequent in all the award ceremonies than the agent who seems to try to tell people that he's very good. So I asked her, hey, what happened? He says that, for me it's very simple. How I tell people, how I sell to people is I give them a dream. I tell them what they are going to be in the future. I tell them what is the vision of them in the future. In other words, right, you bring them to the brightness of future. It's very easy for you to sell things like the candy and say that, okay, the candy is a gold coin. How many actually do that? This is a gold coin, or this is a golden candy. How many actually did it? Did it work? Did it work? No, right? Okay. What if you were to just reverse that and say that, what if you bring home this shiny little gold coin? How happy your child is going to be? How happy is going to receive something that is very, shiny and like a plaything. So instead of treating the thing in the perspective of you try to figure out what is the person want. Give them a vision. Give them a vision to buy. Because people love to buy. But people hate to see you sell to them. Right? Now, I know there's a lot of people who like to go prospecting. So what is prospecting? Prospecting basically just go out, find a customer and speak to them, correct? Right. But is it tiring? Very tiring, right? I asked you to speak to 1,000 people. So, as I was also doing, for those who like do direct sales, anybody do direct sales here? Used to, right? If you do direct sales, some of the things that you will do is you do door-to-door knocking, right? Right? Not only like agent, right? No more already. Yeah, it just goes to show that how old I am still. But in the old age of doing like direct sales, door-to-door knocking or road shows, right, it's still a very direct kind of selling, right? And what is your intention? Your intention is to talk to the most number of people. When you talk to the most number of people, you hope that some of them become a customer, right? So does it work? Yes, of course it does. But the question you want to ask yourself, is it tiring? Tiring, right? So do you want to continue doing that? Don't want, right? If you can find a way. So it just happens that I was also doing door-to-door, right? And I was really training my agents out. So got one agent come to me and say, hey, I not finished already. So usually we do like 1-2 hours, You guess how many blocks he knocked? One block of flat, right? Maybe about 10 units a floor, let's say about 20 floors. Okay, 10 floors, 10 units a floor. 100 units a block of flat. You guess how many units he knocked? Do you think how many things he knocks? He knocks 5. How many things he knocked? 10. Wow. How many things he knocks? 20. To be honest, because if you just spend 5 minutes knocking on one door, right? 100 units is 500 minutes. If I put that into perspective for you, right? So can he do so many? By right cannot, right? But the thing is, he knocked 10 blocks. I said, how do you do that? So this was how he do lah. He knocked, then he just say, you want to buy, sell, or rent? Then you go to the next door. So you just spend only 15 seconds talking to each door. Maybe right, maybe wrong. But that whole night, after knocking 10 blocks of flats, I asked him, did you manage to get a telephone number? He said, no. He said, no. So even though he got the quantity, but did he got the quality? No, right? So the way that I look at it is, you need to listen. You need to listen to what they want. Of course, this session is a very short session. There are words that encourage somebody that is a cold prospect to open up, lower their guard, and to give you more information. Right? But the more important thing is you must be of the mindset to take in that information. And when you have the mindset to take in information, you must be able to listen to their voice. So once you decided that you can listen to their voice, I'm very sure that you are able to find out what is their problem. Okay? Because really, that is the deepest part of the conversation, which is to find out what is their problem so that you can provide a solution for them. Right? So, just to quickly sum it all up, right? There are really many ways to do your selling. The most important thing is you need to deframe yourself and find a new frame of mind, and to position yourself as somebody that has a little bit more value, right? Because the only reason I think somebody that don't buy from you, if you're selling, is because the buyer don't see you as valuable to him. Now I say again, the only reason somebody don't buy from you is because they don't see value in you. It is you, because product they can buy from anything. You just open up Lazada, open up Taobao, you can just buy. Why they choose you? It's because they see that there's a value in you. So I just want to show you a very quick video. Who knows who this guy is? His name is Mark Tiberi. So if you like to watch a lot of YouTube, a lot of IG like me, you probably will see him. Okay, so he's a millionaire. A little bit of context: he's a multi-millionaire. He dropped out of school when he was only 16. He owns now double digit. I think the last round was $70 million of revenue. So he sells model cars, remote control model cars, modeling and electronics. See? So the whole reason is, even though, I'm telling you this, is even though he dropped out, doesn't mean that he failed. He kept trying. In fact, he kept trying a lot of business. But I just want to share with you because it's one of the things that I think is very, very helpful for selling. Okay?
Apple sells innovation, not phones. Rolex sells status, not watches. Lego sells creativity, not toys. Nike sell motivation, not shoes. Coca-Cola sells happiness, not drinks. And Tesla sells the future, not cars. Success is about selling emotions, not products.
You heard that, right? Success is about selling emotion. You've heard the old ways of selling. You don't sell the features, sell the benefits. Right? Now I would like to just give you one more thing to follow that. Don't just sell the features, sell the benefits, but also remember that all sales is simply when a solution, the right solution, meets a very deep need. And it is our job as a salesperson to explore that and make these two come together. Right? Sales is simply the right solution meeting a very deep need. And in order to do that, of course, you need to explore, listen to them, hear out to them. Right? So, in summary, and I promise you that I will release you at 5:30. So in summary, my sales process is very simple for you to remember. Okay? You don't have to copy word for word. Just remember, don't just treat them as a prospect. Treat them as a person with a voice. Because every person wants to feel valued. And when they feel valued, they lower down their guard. And when they lower down their guard, they tell you more things to make you more trustworthy. Right? Because this is very important if you want to be successful in sales. Now, price is what you pay. Value is what you get. So whenever you try to sell something, just remember, people want to buy something because of the value. Right? If it's really priced, right? We have a lot of ladies here, right? Who owns a bag? Ladies all love bags, right? Who owns who aspire to own a, I don't know, an LV bag or a Chanel bag? I'm sure in your life you ever wondered, maybe I should buy that. But what's the difference? It's the same leather, right? From an ordinary bag. It's the same zip. It performs the same function. It stores your phone. It stores your wallet, your purse. Why? It's because the perceived value. That's why there's a long queue outside LV every day. Now, this is the most, I think one of the most important things is also you sell the vision of what your product or your service is going to deliver to your client. Always think about bringing them to the brightness of the future. Because without that, there's no reason for them to even move at all. So there you have it. Yeah, because just want to leave you with just one very quick thing. I just repeated that sales is really simply when the right solution meets the deepest need. And it is our job, actually it's my job and all of our job to really discover who the person you're helping. Find out the deepest need. And when the right solution is there, you don't need to sell. Because people love buying. They just need to find the right solution. So, thank you very much. You can connect with me if you find that this is helpful. Of course, there are many things that cannot finish in this very short time that I have, and I promise that I want to release you home. Right? I think Eugene have already shared some of the courses and the things I've run. Right, just connect with me and we can have a chit chat. Right, so thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Peter, just in case I missed it, so part of the 2997, you will be walking with them to view what properties and also to give them some advice on their portfolio. Okay, is that what you mean?
So, just to add on to that, right? It is what I call the 3 wealth pillar. Okay, so I have what is called an active wealth. So during the active wealth, right, you will have a walk with me, basically. The walk with me is also to do what is called objection handling, the number one thing, which I didn't touch today. So I have another session really on objection handling. Exactly what to say so that you will diffuse your client's gut and open up to you to gain trust. So that's active health, okay? Active wealth. And then there's passive wealth. Passive wealth is we will walk, okay, a curated area where I will reveal to you some of the potential properties if you are in the property zone to build passive wealth using property. So one of the mechanisms I do is that I want to go home already. Last one will be ultimate wealth. So we do the walk, okay, is because I believe health is wealth, and that is the ultimate wealth. So you do 3 wealthy things in one go, right? So you learn how to sell better by learning how to diffuse objection. You learn how to grow your passive wealth if you are in the market for it, right? There are many ways of growing passive wealth. Property is one of them. So I'll be showing you by really walking and at the same time telling you which one is good, which one is not good, or which one is the opportunity and explain to you. And of course the third thing, last thing will be your health. Health is wealth. So always get the ultimate wealth, which is health.